Lists contain ordered collection of objects. They can be a different data types as well, such as integer, float, boolean. We can store all those data types in a list. So then we have tuples, and tuples are immutable ordered collection of object. The main difference between list and tuples is tuples contain immutable ordered collection, and we can change the elements in a list. So we will cover a brief difference or in detail difference in later in this video. Then we have set. Set is an unordered collection of unique objects. In set we should have unique objects. Then dictionary. Dictionary is the most popular data types, or you can say most popular dictionary is the most popular data structure used in different programming languages. So we can store our data in key value pairs. Then we also have none data type which represent nothing or null values. Let's start with the lists. So we can create a list, we can index and slicing the element of a list, and we can have list inside a list as well. We have one example that this list contains different data types like 1, 5.2, 96, phase, Python 8.6. So all these values stored in different indexes, like 1 at very first index, 5.2 at second index, 96 at third index, phase at fourth index, Python at fifth index, and 8.6 at sixth index. And we can also index or extract the element from the list using indexes symbols like 0, 1, 2, 3, using forward indexing, and also backward indexing like -1, -2, -3, -4. If I will pass the index -1, then it will retrieve the very last element from the list. So let's create a simple list. My list is 1, 2, 3, and I am just printing out my list. List is 1, 2, 3. So here my list is now contains a string 23, 100.232, and O. So this is an example of different data types in a list. I am just printing out here. This is my A string 23, 100.232, and O. So then we have different methods associated with the list objects as well. Like we can append an element to a list, we can count the elements of a list, we can extend one list to another list, we can insert element in a list at specific index, we can pop the element from the list at specific index, we can remove the specific value from the list. So the major difference between pop and remove: pop is used with index. You have to pass you have to pass the index like 1, 2, 3, and at that place it will extract or remove the element. But in remove we should have to pass the value of the specific element in the list. This method we can reverse the complete list, and sort will sort the list in ascending or descending order. So I am starting with the list. My list is 1, 2. So my list was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just declaring my list here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and list I am just appending a 6 here. So I appended a list. Now my list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and list.clear will remove all the elements from the list. So I'm just count how many times 2 occurs. It will 0 because nothing is present in a list. Then we can also do then we have also some methods related to a strings as well, like we can do a lowercase, uppercase, replace some specific character in a string, we can split a string, we can count the elements in the string, we can join one string with another string, we can find the specific element in a string, we can check whether specific string is ends with specific character or not. Then we can also do indexing and slicing in the list as well. Indexing means we have to extract specific element from the list using specific by mentioning specific index. And slicing means we are extracting specific indexes from the list using specific intervals. Like here I am doing a slicing, like from index number 1 to index number 4, extract all the elements in between. So this is known as slicing. And if I will pass a specific index, then this will known as indexing to extract different elements. So list from 1 to 5, I am extracting the elements. This is list 1 to 5. The first will be included and the last will be excluded. So we are extracting elements from 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth index will be excluded in that case. This is another example of list. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 with different data types. List of 0 is 1, list of 1 colon means extract all elements onward from 1 first index. So it will extract 2, 3, 4 because 1 will be included, 2 will be included, and all these included except the 0th index, or you can say this one will not be included in our print statement. If I will pass colon 3 in square brackets, then it will extract all the elements till the second index. So 0, 1, 2, this is the second index. Then my list minus 1 means we are extracting the very last element from our list, that is 5. So we can check the type of our list is type is list, and we can type the specific element from the list is at fourth index. What is the type of the element is integer, because at the fourth index we are storing this 4 and its data type is integer. So we can also, in my list, we can also add another element just like new item. So now my new list will be new item added in the list successfully. Then we have my list. I am just printing out here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because new element added in a new list, and there will be no effect on the my list. So my list will intact in that case. So then we have my new of 0 means I am just changing the element in the first index in my new list, that is 1. I'm just printing out here. This is known as mutable. So what we saw earlier, that mutable means list can be changed. We can change the state of the list using this indexing method as well. Like I am passing a my new to with 0 index is equal to 1 means at 0 index we are now using 1 value. So it will replace 1 specific, you can say a character strings to numeric 1. So this is known as mutable property of a list. Then we can also reassign the value to a list just like my list, and I am just plus 1. So it what it will do, it will add element at the end 1 at the end of the list, and then my list multiplied by 2 means we are duplicating elements in a list like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1. Then again repeating our elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Then we can also replicate our list 3 times as well. Now my list will be, you can say original list remains same, but this is, you can say 3 times we can assign this list to another list, so that that will be used for our future use case as well. Then we have tuples, and the main difference between tuple and list is tuple is similar to list, but main difference is that tuples are immutable. We can't change the elements in tuples when we assigned. So let's suppose we have tuple t 1, 2, 3. So t is 1, 2, 3. I'm just uh, I can also have different data types in tuple as well, like tuple 1, 2. And if I will, let's suppose I want to change specific index in our tuple like t of 1, t of 0, I am assigning it 4. So it will show you that this is not a possible way of assigning. Tuple object does not support item assignment because we cannot change the element in the tuple once we assigned. So that is the use case of tuple. Once we assigned, we can only use at that time. So that is the use case of tuple. During the creation of tuple, we have to pass all the element at once. Then we have sets. So sets are unordered collection of unique elements, and it means that in all the unique elements should be stored in a sets. So when we can create a set using x is equal to set, and what is the data type of set, it will definitely return you a set. I can add the element in a set x dot add is 1. Now our set will be 1. We can also x dot add 2. It will now 1 and 2. We can also add x dot add 1. It will, because it will contain all unique elements, so 1 will remain intact. Or you can say, if we try to add the element that is already inside the set, then it will not allow to add that specific element, because the condition of set is that sets contain a unique elements. Convert this list into a set, then definitely these duplicate elements should be removed. So I so this error says that initially list 1 is not defined, so I have to just run this first. Now I can now I can do typecasting. So now all the duplicate elements should be removed from the list when I'm converting it to a set 1 2 3 4 5 6. So these are the major differences between list, tuple, and set. That list can be mutable, tuple can't be mutable, and set can be mutable. List can be ordered, tuple can be ordered, but set can't be ordered. This is unordered. List is contain indexing and slicing. Tuple contain indexing and slicing. Set can be set can't be indexing and slicing. List can contain duplicate elements. Tuple can contain duplicate elements, but set can't contain duplicate elements. So then we have dictionaries. Dictionaries are just set of key value pair. This is a mapping. Just like in normal, just like in algorithm, we have hashes, key value pair, hash tables. So we can construct a dictionary. We can access the element from the dictionary, and we can also have nesting dictionaries as well. So this is a pictorial representation of key value pair. For every key we have values. Value can be duplicate, but key should be unique in our case, or in case of dictionary. So in this dictionary will be represented in Python using these curly braces, and then we have key value. In this case, key represented with that string and value represented with a numeric value. Then this is a sample dictionary key value. Then this is a sample dictionary key value, and I'm just running this cell. So then I'm just I have just key 1 is a key, and value 1 is a value, key 2 is a key, and value 2 is a value, and I'm just extracting out what is the value at specific key. So at key 2 we have value 2, so it will print out value 2. So then we have another dictionary. Then key 1 contain 1 2 3, key 2 contain 1 2 2 3 3 3. This is a key, and value is a list. This key value is an integer. This key value key 2 contains a list, and third key contains value as an list as well. So if I want to print out the what we have at key location 3, so key 3 contains item 0, item 1, item 2. So at index 0, that index 0, this item 0, and its minus 1 is definitely, I am now extracting the specific alphabets from this string, that is 0. I'm just printing out it here, that it will be 0. So what is the type of my dictionary? Is it will be definitely a dictionary. I can create a dictionary from scratch as well, like here. Animal is a key, and dog and cat will be the value in this dictionary. Then we have answer. This is again a key, and 42 is a value. So now I can print the dictionary dictionary contain animal and answer is a key, and both these are, and dog and cat will be the value of the first key, and 42 is the value of the second key. So I'm just looking it here that animal contains animal. So animal is a key and dog and cat is a value. Similarly, answer is a key and 42 is a value. So what is the difference between dictionary and list? So dictionaries are definitely contains key value pair. For every key we should have some at least one value. But in indexes we have, you can say, indexes, numeric indexes that maintained by Python, and these indexes can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and its value can be, you can say, different data types 1, 2, 3. Here in my case is beauty, joy, and computing. So we have done about different data types. Now we can start with typecasting as well. We can cast different data types from integer to string to bool to float. Like I can convert float to integer.